So we actually take a look on the fourth episode where events from the Doctor Stephen Strange have actually been reimagined, and we knew how this actually changed what will happen if Stephen Strange met his darker clone. So we're going to see what this episode is all about. Which the episode begins with Stephen Strange actually arrive in his car to pick up Christine Palmer, in which she told him that he promised her creme brulee while en route to the reward, where we knew that Stephen have crashed his car due to the fact that he was watching the phone, but we see that he didn't actually crash the car, but from behind he actually did, in which he actually have crashed into the cliff where he actually survived, didn't lose his hands due to nerve damage, but he actually saw Christine's death, in which the Watcher did say that he actually didn't lose his hands, but he lose his heart, knowingly how Stephen is now stricken with grief. He realized that he couldn't bring Christine back, but he actually heard about the Ancient One and decided to seek out her guidance and actually help him using the art of the magical powers, and that's where he met Juan and became his friend and ally, as he used the Eye of Agamotto, aka the Time Stone, to defeat Dormammu, which all actually happened in the Doctor Strange movie. But even though he saved the world, he's still grieving over the loss of Christine, in which Juan did warn him about the Eye of Agamotto's powers, that it cannot actually alter the reality of time, in which we've seen how he decided to ignore his warning and actually use the Eye of Agamotto to actually go back in time and prevented Christine's death. And during that time, he actually keep altering her death over and over and over and over again, which he actually knew that is useless to actually prevent her death. That is when the Ancient One actually tells him that if he prevented her death, he would not be the Sorcerer Supreme, in which he could not begin his journey. So we knew that he actually wanted her to save Christine, but she could not save her due to the absolute point. So we knew that he actually tried to save her even without her help. So he looking for the lost books of Caruso, in which he met the librarian of the Library of Caruso, which his name is Obut. And so he picked up a book on time manipulation where he decided to reverse the time, but the creatures would not allow him to do so, as he say that powers cannot be bought. That's when he say life taught him that. And so instead of learning from his lessons, Stephen have actually decided to take their powers one by one, and each time that he actually does that, he became drunk on dark powers. That's when he became the dark Doctor Strange, by the way, in which the Watcher has seen the process go by, and he said that he could have actually warned him and he could have actually stopped him, but he actually cannot interfere, because that is what he said in the first episode, which Doctor Strange heard his voice, in which old Beth actually is dying, in which he said that death is but a plan, in which he knew there's one person who can actually help him bring Christine back, in which is his other twin, which the Dr. Stevens of another timeline, who actually decided to take Juan's warning and decided to not use the Eye of Agamotto's powers to alter time. And that is when he saw that the universe is disappearing, knowing how his evil twin is destroying the universe. And the Ancient Ones say that the only way to actually save the universe is him. So, upon his journey, Juan have used a protective spell and cast it into Stephen, in which he was pulled by his darker twin, in which he became demonic, and actually say that he wanted his help to bring Christine back, knowingly how he said that he cannot actually do that, in which he wanted his help to bring her back. But during the battle, we see how he used his dark powers to actually overwhelm Stephen and remove the protective spell, and he absorbed him, and he used his powers to bring Christine back. But she was shocked and terrified of his demonic form, knowingly how she doesn't recognize her, as she's also disappearing, which we've seen how the universe is starting to disintegrate, where he trying to stop it. But he asked the Watcher for his help, but he said that he could not actually get involved. He could have actually warned him, he could have actually stopped him, and he could have actually done anything to actually prevent anything, but he could not interfere. But now, during a protective spell, he actually watched Christine fade away as he stood there all alone, broken down. And the Watcher said that one man, one change, one fate is all it took to destroy the universe. So I'm actually see how two alternate universes that create Doctor Strange and his evil twin, and we see how that actually prevented him to stopping him to save Christine. Plus, I also love how the actors who started in the Doctor Strange movie have actually appeared into the episode. So I can't wait to see what's going to happen on the next episode next weekend, where we get to see another alternate reality version of a episode that we're going to see with which Marvel character. So anyway, like this video, subscribe for more, and comment what you think about the episode. You guys can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and my Facebook page and Twitch. Until then, this is Anime Guy here saying signing out. Laters, and be safe.